Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Chair.
Yes.
Morning, Chair.
Morning.
Morning, sir. Morning. Are you muted?
Yes. Okay, so how was your homework? Is it okay?
Yes.
Difficult or very easy one?
It's very easy one. I guess so.
Very.
Okay.
Hey, you are very pretty today. I like your
Oh my
hairstyle.
god. because you know I have already washed my hair and then it's not still dry yet, and then I'm afraid of using dryer as well. That's why I use it like this.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Okay. So I better take a photo for today. Thank you so much. Okay. Let me see your homework first. And by the way, did you watch the video clip that I sent yesterday? Okay, and did you note down something? Okay, that's lovely ones, right? Now you know that what I want you to do, okay? Even though I didn't say anything, and then you just watch it, and after that you note down. That's okay. That is good. Let me see here. Okay, so here is C. Okay, yes. That this is okay. We will take Susu and Shinta. I see like it here.
Shall
To,
I-
yes, Minta.
What does abbreviation mean?
Abbreviation.
Yes.
Abbreviation is like a contract. The short forms of some words, like a brief. Brief is like a summary. Abbreviation is the same as summary.
Okay.
Yes. So, is there anyone who hasn't done watching video clip? I think no one, right?
So we have to watch all two of them.
Sorry?
Or the two of them. All two of them. The videos.
Yes, we will discuss one after another because both of them are important for you, right? The first one is reading comprehension. It means that when you do when you do reading comprehension, what you should focus. Okay, this is important. What you should focus, right? And in the class, I usually remind you. Okay, try to read quickly, read quickly, read quickly. Now you see that, right? The video clips also to suggest you to read very quickly, and after that, the clip suggests you to write down some notes or something like that, right? So okay, so I won't discuss this anymore. You have to discuss it, right? Okay, so now let's discuss the first video clip, especially about discussions about comprehension, right? Okay, who want to start first? If I say who want to start first and they're very silent.
I will start first, Chair.
Okay, thank you, Andrew. Yes.
So in the video, it talks about the method SSR, skimming, scanning, and reading. Which those are necessary in reading details and trying to understand the paragraph.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it, Chair.
Okay, that's it. Yes. And then anyone else who want to add it more?
Teacher, I think it is about not to read the paragraph too much, like scan quickly and note down the main topic, main
Okay.
sentences. So
Right.
it will make you answer the questions faster.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. And then anybody else?
There are some additional terms.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Right.
One scheme in, you can underline proper nouns, dates, numbers, and abbreviations.
Okay. Here, Minta already asked me what is an abbreviation. Right. So abbreviation is like a summary. Okay. So you have to underline the main important, especially main points, right? You have to underline main points and then the topic sentence as well. Okay, yes. And then, is that all?
Teacher.
Yes, no? Yeah.
When we skim the passage, we should know which one is topic sentence and also the summary sentence, and we can get the idea for those sentences. That is
Yeah, of course. Of course. This is also important. When you read a paragraph or when you read a passage, you have to know the topic sentence of each paragraph and the summary of that paragraph. That is important. Okay, yes. Thank you.
Sure. So you have to explain like each of the details of the step.
Sorry, do?
Do we have to explain like each of the details of the step?
That is depending on your question. If your question asks you paraphrasing, you have to expand, you have to extend the notes to, to the full sentences with sufficient support. Or if the question asks you to do summary, only just you have to write just the summary. Okay, you have to ran me that you have to do, okay? You have to do according to the questions. Yes. And then, no more? Okay, so if you say no more, now can we move on to next one? Next video clip is introduction about reading and writing. Okay, yes. Who wants to discuss about reading and writing?
So firstly, you should match the words in the question with correct places in the passage.
Of course.
After that, you read it properly and get the answer.
Yeah. That's it. Do you remember that I suggested you also? Okay. I also suggested you when you do reading, okay, please don't read the passage first. You have to read the question first, okay? Read the question first, and after that you have to come back to the passage, and you have to do skim reading to see the nearest, okay, the nearest or the similar point, the similar maybe meanings of the words, because sometimes the question and the words in the question and the words in the passage would be different, right? So at the time you have to be careful the similar meaning. You have to look for the similar meaning of the questions and in the passage, right? So you have to do like that. Maybe when you were young, you have to read the passage first and after they go to the question, right? But I usually talk to you, you are not a young animal, now you are a teenage, so you have to change your reading style, right? Okay, yes, thank you. Thank you, Anthony. And then how about next?
Michelle, can I please?
Yes, of course. Minda, what did you ask me?
Michelle, I think she's someone to say, but I distract her.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay, it's no problem. Okay, one after another.
Okay, so the questions were involved give with lines, and then each lines have 1 point. So if the questions give like 4 lines, so you need to answer four answers, then you will get 4 points. And yeah, that's what I
Okay.
think about it.
Okay. Yeah, this is also a valuable one, right? When you look for the answer, you have to know, you have to look for there. And then, okay, yes, I will ask you next time, right? Okay, thank you. And then Zuzu, what are you talking?
On paper one, we can expect questions that require only short answers and numbers and points. And
Yes.
like Mindan said, they they give us some dotted lines, like a clue, so that we can know whether we should answer a point or 2 points, like that.
Yeah, of course. You know, when you read the question, one thing you have to be careful is that the end of at the end of question there is a mark, right? There is a point, it's showing maybe blah blah blah, and then there's a blank, and the question behind the question, okay, behind the question there is a point with the parenthesis, right? If you see just one, that is you are given 1 point. So just only if you are going to get 1 point, just you have to answer only just 1 point is enough. Even though you maybe sometimes you may see that 2 or 3 points in the passage, right? So among those 3 passages, you have to choose only just appropriate one or the most suitable one. That's it, right? So read the questions very carefully and then check the points as well. If the question if the points give you 3 points, so you have to look for three information like that. Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Can I add something?
Yeah, of course. That yes.
So what happened if you wrote three points in only like a 1 point, right? Do you will lose marks or something
Uh,
will happen?
Yeah, I think maybe it depends on the X minor. Maybe as for me, if I wear an X minor, I won't reduce, but only just I will cross out the extra one, and you won't get any more. Like a bonus points. Okay, even though you answer 3 points, you will get only just 1 point. That's it. It depending on the X minor. Yes. Okay. And then, did you hear any more? Shanda, why are you so silent?
Yeah.
Yes, no.
We only need to write short answer, which may be a single and a praise.
Simple phrases,
Single word or praise.
Oh, okay. That's it. According to the, especially when you take the exam, right? They usually ask you the short answer first, and later on it gets long answer, right? So for the first answer, you have to. I think that would be like a repetition depending on the points. The points depending on the points mean if they want to give you maybe if they want to give you maybe like a 5 points, so you have to note that this is the down answer, right? And then anything else? Okay, how about hand to tip? We take. Then the nasal. Jack is already discussed. Okay, okay, and then Andrew. Andrew, are you daydreaming?
No, teacher.
No. Yeah. Why you don't participate in discussions? I don't want to hear, teacher. I haven't done.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did.
You did or you did it?
Yeah, I did it.
You did it.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So why you don't participate in the discussions?
Um,
You want to favor your friends?
no, teacher. They did the discussion what I was gonna do. They already did.
Oh, yeah, yes. Okay, okay. So you mean that you don't want to eat your friends' words, right?
Yeah, they already did what I was gonna say.
Okay, yeah, because they have already discussed the points you are
Yeah.
going to talk,
Yes.
right? Oh, okay, okay, yes. And then next time, okay, some of your friend will favor you, okay? But then you ask a question, Andrew, do you have any questions? You better give a chance to Andrew. Okay, so is that all? EK, are you okay?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, are you daydreaming as well?
No.
Thank God, because this is only just morning, right? Okay, so if you don't have any more question, I think you have already know how to answer the question. Okay, so by the way, how about writing? For the second video clip, it didn't discuss about writing.
So for answering, like, do you have to repeat from the question also, like, or you just have to wrote down the main sentence or the keyword?
Yeah, the key point. You just have to write down the key points. You don't need to like a repeat or like a recopy, right? You don't need to recopy the questions. Maybe when you were young, okay, my mother, okay, why did your mom why did your mom do shopping, right? So, and when you answer the question, my mother does shopping because like that, right? So for here, you cannot do like that. You shouldn't do like that. Only just because blah 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 blah.
So like even if you did, it's just a waste of time, right?
Yes, of course. It's only you have to write down the points. Okay. Yeah. So you don't need to have anything. You don't need to have anything about writing. Nothing? Okay, yes. Maybe I think you didn't catch or he didn't say. Which one? Zuzu.
Yes.
Yes.
The video is about reading paper, right?
But the title said that reading and writing paper. Okay, thank you. Yes. So now let's keep on. Okay, let's check your homework as well. Yeah. What homework did I give you? Can you remind me, page number?
To your friend.
Yesterday we want note making, right? Okay, sorry. What do you want to? I think I will. I better ask you. Do you want to try? Do you want to do writing first or reading first?
Writing.
Okay, right. Yes. This one, right? Okay, let's go. Where did we finish yesterday? $50, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, 50. Is there any question till now? No more. Okay, thank you. No more, because there is no question yet, right? Right? There is no question yet. I mean that there is no test yet. That's why no more, teacher. Nothing, teacher. Okay, by the way, when do you want to take the test? The end of this month or maybe after the holidays?
After Christmas.
Oh my God, after Christmas. It's too far, right?
Yeah, it is almost 2022.
Oh, okay. So how should I say, you wanna joy, okay? You wanna joy with the Happy New Year's, right? So I think we should do before December.
Yes.
How about after New Year?
Yeah. I was
After New Year. Okay, you wanna join New Year with with the light happiness, right? Okay, so let's try the end of this month. Is that fine? Okay.
Yes, I prefer that.
Of course, right. Okay, let's try the end of this month. But maybe I think I should try earlier for the questions. Especially I usually ask the theory first. Okay, I for my question, and you have to that's why I ask you to read, let's try together, let's read together, let's discuss together, right? So I want you to note down some of the important things, especially for the writing, or maybe like a writing or reading both, right? And then next one is that sometimes I ask grammar. I want to know how much knowledge you have concerning with the grammar. That's it, right? Okay, if you want to get high points, you better read. You better read. How should I say? You better read the notes again and again, and you better discuss and you better participate. And then you should do some notes while we were discussing, or while we were reading the, like a reading, or maybe while we were doing something discussing about. Okay.
Chair,
Yes.
one will be the test. I didn't hear.
The end of this month.
Okay, Chair.
On November 13th.
The end of the week would be better because you wanna start with the happy beginning in December, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The exam
Yeah.
also included only reading and writing.
Listening will be included.
I see.
Yes. Okay. So you have time, right? Now today is just 16, right? Today is 16, so you can do practice. To do practice, it's I wanna give you advice for your practicing listening skill is you better go to bbclearning.com or voalearning.com, and then there are so many listening skills, but especially you should try the British conversation. Okay, so you better listen such kind of things. And I will send you some of the listening, like a conversation with the questions or something like that. Okay. Yes.
By the way, how many marks are you gonna take in the test?
Especially monthly test is 50 marks.
Wait, that much? I thought you were gonna only take like 25 marks. 50
No,
marks.
50 marks. Right. That's why I talk to you. 50 marks is like reading and writing. Only reading and writing is a 15 marks, right? So like a reading maybe 25, or reading maybe 30, and writing maybe 25. I'm not sure yet, depending on the questions. Yeah, reading and writing is a 15 marks, and the listening will be just about 25 or 30. That is. Okay. Okay, yes, thank you. So now let's start from page number 51, narrative. Okay, and then I have already suggested you to draw a table, right? To draw a table, and for the first row, you should write down like a descriptive. Okay, for the second row, advice, and then third row is a narrative, and the fourth row will be descriptive narrative, right? There will be four titles you are going to learn in formal writing. Okay. Okay, now let's do narrative. I think I have to write down your names because, teacher, which page shall I read again? I'm afraid of that. Yes, okay. Zuzu 51. Okay, Zuzu 51, Pyodiha 52. Okay, I see Pyodiha here. Right, where is it? Pyodiha 52. Okay, and then Nono 53. Okay, Nono 53. And then Alinga 54. Alinga 54. Right, and then Iken 55. Iken, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, you have to read 55. And Andre has to read 56. Okay, and then Mintan, you have to read 57. Mintan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, 57. And then Tandaso 58. Where's Tintanaso? Okay, Tintanaso 58. And then Jack 59. Jack, are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay, 59. And Andrew 60. Okay, we'll wait. Hello, Wei.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, please read 59 again.
Yes.
And two thick. And two thick. Okay, please read page number 60. Okay. So who's left? Oh, Shintan. You're left, right?
Yes, Chair.
Okay. So Shintan, you have to read page number 61. Descriptive narrative. Okay, anyone else? La Ye is not here today. La Ye is leave today, right? La Ye is on leave today, maybe. Kim Yoon-san also here, she is on leave or she is absent, I'm not sure here. Okay, please read it very quickly. Hello, Jack, have you finished?
Yes.
Okay, Jack, if you're done, can you keep on reading 62?
Yes, Chair.
Okay, thank you. 62 is next title.
I have done, teacher.
Okay, good job. Did you do some notes?
No doubt.
Okay, good job. Yeah. So can you read page number 63?
Oh, the one who finished the first read
Sorry?
another page. The one who finished first read the another page.
Yeah, okay, 63.
So
Very easy one.
okay.
Yes.
I'm finished, teacher.
Okay, Suzu, thank you.
Any letters, narrative writing. So we
Yes, you
ought to write narrative letters in a friendly way. Narrative letter is like a telephone call. Duration.
okay, Suzu, excuse me. I would like to ask your friends whether they finish or not. They are done or not, right?
Yes.
So is there anyone who haven't done or are you done?
She also finished it.
Oh, okay, thank you. And Chatia, Minta.
Yes, I have that.
Yeah, please wait a minute.
Okay, please wait a minute. Yeah, Suzu, wait a moment, please. Yeah, Hantute, are you there?
Yes, I have done reading.
I cannot hear anything.
Teacher, I have done reading. I have done reading, teacher.
Oh, okay, thank you. Now I hear that. How about Wu Wei?
I finished, teacher.
Okay, good job. I asked Alinga to read another page, and then next time I'm afraid that Alinga won't say, "Teacher, I'm done."
It's okay, teacher.
Alinga won't. I'm afraid that Alinga won't say it next time. Teacher, I'm done. And then she
This
won't-
is my first time finishing finishing the page this quickly because I've never noted down the pages this quickly, and when I finished it and I said I'm done and you told me to read another so I was dumbfounded.
you worry that you miss up. The information. Miss up.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand. Yeah, I realized that. When I was young, when I was
Teacher,
okay, yes, that.
which page should I go next, or just wait?
Let's wait to no, and then if she's done, we will discuss it.
Yes, sure.
Because I worry that you might forget your information, previous information. And only just maybe if you do highlight, it's okay. You won't miss it.
Yes, sure.
But yeah, Alinga is right because you might miss up the information. That's why.
It's okay though. I'm now noting down page 63.
Oh, okay. Yes. No asked me to wait for a moment with the cutie kitten. Okay, Zuzu. Can you read 64?
Yeah, I finished.
Ah, okay, you're done. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so Zuzu, please stop right now. Okay, you can start it.
Um, so I will start from friendly letters, narrative writing. We ought
Yes.
to write narrative letters in a friendly way. Narrative letter is like a telephone call. You rush in and pick up the phone to update your friend. So you can write something that could happen in everyday life, which might be special but doesn't have serious results. So for example, you get stuck in a lift. So getting trapped in a lift can be dangerous, but it's normally just a normal case for some people. So the most important thing is don't be over dramatic. If not, your letters sound unbelievable or seems like a fiction book. That's it.
Okay, that's it.
Yes.
Okay, so how about type 2?
I thought it was similar to type 1. So
A little different.
it said it didn't bring any serious consequences like
No.
type 1.
Okay, yes. But actually, Zuzu, it is a little different. Type 2 is a little different because, for type 1, right? For type 1, you have to describe, you have to write about the things happen to you in every day. Okay, but for type 2, do you see that unusual or not what your friend would expect you to do? Okay, so here are the example. You went skydiving, parachute jumping for a hot air balloon ride. This unusual things means that, for example, you are afraid of height, right? You are afraid of heights, that you height, and then you have never done such kind of thing, but you try to do it. Okay, so you want to write about that unusual thing to your friends. So you have to write with the type 2. Okay, yes, thank you. And then, okay, 52.
Yeah, the type 3 situations is when you're writing to a friend about your happiest or proudest moment. The most effective way of writing a letter to be uh, is about writing about a simple or personal achievement. For example, maybe you want a scholarship to a well-known college or school, or maybe you met a member of your family for the first time, or a teacher who is always tough on you says something complimentary, or maybe you lost enough weight to fit into your favorite clothes, or you won a competition. So you should not feature yourself as a hero in these situations, and you shouldn't write that about the day you receive the results and have many and boast about how many Easters you have, because a lot of students are going to write about it, and it is going to be very repetitive and boring for the examiners. It is going to be very funny if your English is not Easter standard. And most of iGCSE students are not married and not not graduated, so don't write about writing on graduation day. What This is a plan on what you should include in a narrative letter. So you need to understand and combine features of both narrative and friendly letter writing, so that it meet the exam requirements. When you're writing in narrative letter, you should not be writing writing telling all about the story and saying what happened, stuff like that. You should not be telling the story, and you are supposed to write a letter. You remember that? And narrative writing contains features that you should remember. You should write in order of events that actually happened, at the beginning, a climax, after that, a conclusion. You need to use WH questions to set a scene, and including time sequence phrases, including connectors, and including feelings on how they change the narrative.
Okay, yeah. To point out with the sufficient points. Is there any questions here? Okay, so one thing I want to add is that, when you write the type 3, okay, when you write the type 3 situation, you shouldn't show off yourself, okay? You shouldn't say that, okay, how much grade points you have got in the exam. You shouldn't write like that, okay, like a surprise good things, or like you have won the lottery or anything else. You better try like that, okay? Okay, 53. No.
Yes, Chair.
Yes. Okay, so now let's do some notes for 53.
We should remember to create interest, personalized sport, and avoid listing those first are more difficult to do in an narrative than in an descriptive letter. Introduction, the most important things about the introduction is to keep it short because it allows more words to tell the story. Another first is that we will tell our friends about an incident as soon as it happened. So it should not be a case that happened 3 weeks or 2 years ago. There needs to be suitable introduction phrases for narrative letter, but we should remember to say when it happened. Body of the letter, we can be in the letter about what was happening before, and we can also use WH question. For example, who were you with, and what were you doing, where were you, when were you there, why were you there? So
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so writing this letter is also not different from others. You have to create interest, personalize, supports, and avoid listing. That's the main 4 points whenever you write a friendly register. Okay, so then another thing is for introduction, you have to write in short introduction. Okay, because you would be asked only just 150 or maybe at most 200, right? So your letter, okay, the word count should be 150 and 200. That's why your introduction shouldn't be a long one. Okay. And then you have to create in the story. You have to create interest, okay, to the reader. And then next one is the body of the letter. When you write the body of the letter, you have to set the scene by answering 5 WH questions. Okay, now 54.
The things you write should be simple, so it will connect with my event and make the reader interested in your letter. We were listening to the radio. I was waiting for the bus. I was looking out of my window. These are the starting phrases and add time sequence of phrases to show the reader what is happening and when it starts happening. For example, we would only just sit down at our decks when the fire alarm went off. When the fire alarm went off is the time sequence phrase that used in this sentence. And the minute I walked into the room, I noticed something strange. We were just about to catch the bus when there was a deafening noise. When there was a deafening noise is the time sequence phrase which doubled the sentence. And there are 8 time sequence phrases. They are in the morning or afternoon by this time, in the end, for the first time in my life. It only took a moment, about blank hours later, within no time. Use these words instead of firstly, then after that, next. Because these words do not sound realistic, they're more like a mathematical sequence.
Okay, so here you have to notice about, how to use time sequence phrases. Okay, why we use time sequence phrases is that, if we are going to present about some event or an accident, so we need to mention about time sequence. Okay, so because the people want to know when it had happened, right? Okay, so now 55.
Include conjunctions. The use of and bad until and though, also attach short sentences to bind together and support the story to flow. Include feelings. Another characteristic of writing is to describe your feelings at each state of event. There could be 3 different stages marked by different feelings like relaxed, excited, frightened, and relieved. This is a very simple and effective way to describe feelings. Like, I was surprised to hear that sound loudly. Include personalizing and support phrases. Personalizing in a radio letter is not easy. You can find a way to include your friend in an accident that happened when she was not there. You need to express your friend's knowledge of your character, what she would do, what she would react in certain situations, and what is her views. You know how frightened I am of being alone. As you can imagine, I was terrified. Like, another way to personalize is to involve your friend in the event by referring to her characteristics, abilities, likes and dislikes. This will be especially affected if only you are being there. And the require support, you would have known what to do if only you have been there. If it was a good experience, something you are pleased with or proud of, you can write, it's a shame. It's a shame.
It's a shame, and you have to use past tense.
Oh, you have to use past tense.
That's it.
Yes, that's it, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Iken. Thank you so much. You also improved, right? Previous time you didn't know how to explain after reading, and then now you can highlight some of the points. Okay, Thanks for your attempt, because you improve because you try, right? So keep on trying like this, right?
Thank you, teacher. I will try my best.
Yeah, okay, you better try. Keep on trying, okay? Okay, here you see that connector, and when you write the letter, you may need sometimes the connector, which are in but, until, although, and you need to describe about your feeling as well. When you describe your feeling, you can describe with three three kinds. First one is relaxing, and second one is exciting, and the third one is a relieving. Okay, and then next one is personalizing and support phrases. Okay, you have to include personalizing and support phrases. Yeah, that's it. And then there are some of the form here. How Friday I am off, and verb ing. Okay, for the verb ing, they use the being alone, or for the noun they use heights like that. Okay. Okay, now 56, please.
So in this page, it talks about if you are in a bad experience that you don't want your friends to be in. So you could say such things like, it is a good thing you were not there. And then also another way to put it in is, I wonder what you would have done. So it's like it is like putting other people's, perspective. So it is also a way of personalizing. So when you're concluding a narrative letter, when you're concluding a narrative letter, since you cannot tell many words and you're in a hurry to tell everyone else about what happened, you could say such things like, I must go now because I have to call someone and talk about this and that. So it's also a way of concluding a personalizing narrative letter. So in applying the plan to a type 1 situation. So in this, situation, in introduction, you are supposed to be talking about a situation that happened to you every day, which doesn't involve seriousness. So in the introduction, you could go like, you'll never guess who I met. So, which is also a way of personalizing. So in the body set of scene, so in the example, there are such words like our favorite table and so that is also personalizing with a narrative letter. Danche.
Okay, thank you. This is also good. Right. Oh, now let's discuss 257. Who has to discuss it?
So 57, these involve like time sequence phrases and connectors.
Minda, actually, I cannot hear you.
Hello. How about now?
No.
Hello. Sure, how about now?
Okay, great.
So this paragraph include many time sequence phrases and connectors and the feelings that expressed by the writer. And we were just about to call the waiters, and once suddenly we were disturbed by the noise of the large group of people coming into the restaurant. So in there that we were just about to and went, and suddenly our time sequences. And I tried to see what the first was about, but I was impossible. It was impossible because of the English. So right here, the but and because of the connectors, and it wasn't until the sometimes later, and when these are also time sequences, and I wanted to wash my hands, and that I got a clear view, and I was amazed to see the president himself. And here that there's a number 4 and number 5, which is and amazed to see. It is the number 4 is the N is connectors, and the number 5 is amazed to see is the feelings that expressed by the writer, which he has experienced. And the number 6, and I don't need to tell you, is also is a personalizing. And excited is the feelings. Excited and in surprised are the feelings that are expressed. And what seems like age is a time sequence, and before is also a time sequence. And he left and went to get some paper from Fumiko. And here is number 9 is connectors, and number 10 is the personalizing. And number 11 is just as I was about to, and when uh, just love just as noisy as once. And number 11s are the time sequence. And I was disappointed to realize that it is the feelings that expressed by the writer. And you should remember that there's a many different ways of writing the story, so you don't need to like learn it from them. So your story just need to be original. So that's it. Sorry if I can open my camera here. My internet connection is unstable.
Okay, thank you. If you say so, it's great. Yeah, okay, and then how about, and then conclusion? In conclusion, it's discussed, don't you wish you'd been there? Must dash to see if there's anything about it on the local news. Right, yeah. So in this letter, in this letter, you can see so many time sequence and connector, and then showing that some words show the feeling and personalizing as well. Okay, yes. Now 58.
And 58 is applying the plan to a type 2 situation. In type 2, which involve writing about something you have done that is daring, unusual, or that something that your friend will not expect you to do. As an example, it is using about doing a parachute jump. For the introduction, you'll never believe that I've just done. For the body, said the things. I was having my coffee this morning and reading the local paper when I noticed an advertisement for a free parachute jump, so I decided to go along. Exercise 4. Continue the narrative using a selection of time sequence phrases, connectors, and feelings, and ending with an appropriate conclusion. Then compare what you have written with a suggested answer on page 247. Applying the plan to a type 3 situation. In type 3, which involve writing about your happiest or proudest moment, the reminder is do not begin your story by classifying it. For example, don't write, I'm writing to tell you about my proudest or happiest moment. Put it in the ending instead. Just write, looking back, I think it was probably one of the proudest, happiest moments I can ever remember. The following plan is based on a typical type 3 situation, is writing about a lottery win. For the introduction, I can't wait to tell you my news. For the body, said the things. I was listening to the result of the lottery on the TV when I realized I win. That's all, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I think sorry. Jebu Kone where Motapyati where that's why I just muted. Okay. And by the way, yes, Tintanaza also, she also improved, I'm really satisfied by seeing your improvement. And Nono also previous time, whenever I ask Nono, please read, and then she usually said that, teacher, can I take as a homework or can I discuss later? She usually answer like that. But today Nono also can discuss and can participate discussions. This is really satisfying. And also Lindanazo and Ikin also they can participate right now. So keep on trying, okay? I would like to suggest you all to try like that because we haven't got any, how should I say, no one has got a home. You know a home that in Burmese, mwe kerega baduma jo mapabu like that. Okay, we have to practice and we have to try. If you try again and again, or if you don't give up, okay, you can pass or you can overcome the difficult things for you. Okay, actually, we cannot say that this is not a difficult things for you, right? Because you haven't got experiences, right? You haven't got any experiences. Maybe when you were young you have to read it and answer it, read it, answer it, and then follow to teacher, and then you have to do your work. That's it. And now you have already changed the trend, right? Okay, and then the way I teach is also I really feel that sometimes I feel sorry, and then I usually ask myself, okay, am I doing the difficult situation or to the students or not? Sometimes I thought like that because when they cannot answer my questions, or maybe when I short the question again and again, then they feel sorry, or maybe some student, even though they don't want to show up their anger, they look angry. I see that, right? So whatever it is, okay, they will see one day, they will, okay, you all, or maybe they will see one day why I have to do like that, right? And now you can read yourself, you understand yourself, so this is very satisfying. Okay. Yep. Okay. So for here the type 2 situation and type 3. Okay, for type 2 is what you have to discuss. Okay, for type 2, you are going to mention and you are going to describe it about an unusual thing, right? So you should start your introduction with, giving some of the surprise sentence to your friend. Here the introduction said that you will never believe what I've just done. That is like, in Burmese, တိလာနေလေငါလေတခါမှမလုပ်ဘူးတဲ့ဟာငါလုပ်ဖူးသားပြီစသည်အဖြစ်ပေါ့ right? So you're feeling enjoying and you are feeling proud of yourself, and then you want to talk that to your friends, right? So you should start with like that sentence. And then type 3, it's also, but here, in type 3 you have to be careful. One thing, that's just, do not begin your story by classifying. Okay, there is a cross one. I am writing to tell you about my proudest, my happiest moment. Okay, maybe sometimes you may misusing like that one. Okay, for example, I am going to tell you about my happiest moment when I was young. Do you remember that sentence? Okay, so in this type of writing, you have to forget that one. Okay, you shouldn't write like that one. And instead of that, what you should say is, I think it was probably one of the proudest and happiest moment I can ever remember, right? Because I am writing to tell you about my proudest and happiest moments is very direct. Okay, it's like a direct writing, right? So you have to avoid direct writing, and you should write with I think, because showing I think is not showing that you are not very proudest of yourself. Okay. Yes, thank you. Now 59. Who has to? Okay, yes, it's I think.
Yes, teacher. Uh, First one, feeling. When you tell about a selection of type sequence phrase, you can show your feeling just like a cider and two. In this letter, the movement is used as type sequence 3. If you want to connect the two status, you can use condition or connector. And 4, you can describe how are you friendly by showing personally. 6. Just about to is type 3. Is you can show how do you feel in this letter. 11. By this type is type frequent 2 and 12 because this passage because is used by a connector. And 13. In the end, is type sequence 14 and is connector in this place. I have never felt so relieved. This feeling. What do you feel? That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Uwete. And Uwete also improved, right? But one thing I would like to suggest you, Uwete, that's it. Please speak slowly. Okay, please speak slowly. And how should I say? One more important thing is also you are reading. You also improve your reading as well. And maybe previous time I heard that Xia Xia Gang, right? Our principal, right? Xia Gang telephone to me, and then he discussed with me. Some of your students from here, this class B, they are very how should I say? They said that they are afraid of English, and they said that they don't understand what I say, right? But I suggested and I discussed with Sia, don't worry that maybe about after 3 weeks or after a month or maybe after 2 months they will be okay, right? That's why I think this is also right now also I can see all of your improvement. Okay, that's so really thank you because you never give up, right? If you want to give up, then you don't want to keep on this class, right? You would say bye bye, teacher, bye bye. Okay, but you didn't say bye bye, and then now you are keep on trying, and then now you got the result, right? Okay. So here in this letter, you see some of the how to express the feeling and how the moment is also time sequence. And next one is a personalizing. Okay, it's a personalizing, and here you see the connector in number 6, right? Okay, and your conclusion. The conclusion said that the prize money wasn't very much, but at least it should pay for some driving lessons and maybe a small car. This was certainly the happiest days of my life so far, right? So maybe when you compare reading with other letter, right? So this style of writing would be a little different from others because especially for the conclusion. Okay, for the conclusion, you can enter with some question, some of your opinion like that, right? Okay, so now Sisti. Okay.
Am I to say first or and you have to
Okay.
say
Yeah, you two can discuss both.
Oh. On the page number 16, there's a letter about student narrative letter written by iGCSE student. And the question is, write a letter to a friend telling her or him about the happiest moment in your life. There's a sample letter written by iGCSE student. And it starts with, Dear Lee, I'm sorry I haven't written for so long, but I've been busy study and haven't had the time. That sentence is an appropriate introduction for the narrative letter. And it was lovely to get your letter last week, and congratulations on passing your exam. I thought I would drop you a line. That is also a great, a good sentence to use for for a friendly register. To tell you that there is, to tell you that this weekend I had the happiest moment in my life, and the sentence "I have the happiest moment in my life" does not well, do not classify the introduction in that introduction. And also 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago sentence is a common use of time sequencer phrase. And I have that a large marathon was going to be held all around the city. One of my friends, George, um, the sentence that start with "I have that a large marathon," blah blah on George. The end with the George is um, use of name to personalize sentence. Suggest that I could try and run the marathon, which will help me to lose weight. I thought about the idea and decided to accept the challenge. The word "so" is a good for funny register connect that. I joined the race, and although I didn't win, I finished it before a lot of others. Um, the sentence "the movement I crossed" is a good use of time, sequence, phrase, and appropriate tense. I feel that I have overcome my fear. It's a good sentence for describing a feeling and of not finishing the marathon since, as you know, as you know, sentence is a personalized sentence and it's a good sentence. I was overweight. I was overweight. I was overweight. Many of my friends were attending. The word attending. Teacher, can I ask something? What does ugly mean?
You mean R3?
Yes, ugly.
Okay, R3. I think I explained yesterday about where is it? I mean that like a register. You see here on the back. Here at the back. Okay, like a register. You know there is an register 1, register 2, register 3 like that. So here are 3 that register 3. So that is a format. Okay. Yes.
And so that I managed to run continuously without stopping all throughout the entire race. That day was probably the happiest and proudest moment in my life. Now you know all about the most exciting goal, which I set myself and managed to do successfully. Take good care of yourselves. I'm looking forward to see you soon. Love you. And according to the general comment, this letter contains many features of narrative writing, and it also contains many of the features of friendly writing and personalizing and spotted standards. And even also another thing is there are not many register or grammar mistakes. However, it will lose mark due to the long and inappropriate production. That's all.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Andrew, this is your turn.
I have to read it again.
No, you can discuss what your opinion is or what you see after reading this letter.
So this letter contains many features and narrative writing.
Good job. Yes.
It contains many of the features of friendly writing, including personalizing and
personalizing
and support. There are not many register or grammar mistakes. However, it could lose marks due to the long and inappropriate introduction.
Yeah. Okay. This is also important, and you know that's why I suggested you learn other mistakes like the to be example for you. Okay, so here it's that it would be lose marks due to the long and inappropriate introduction, right? I talk to you, well, however you write a long introduction or a long conclusion or a long body, you will get more marks, but only one thing is that you have to get the points, okay? Read the question very carefully and answer to catch the points. Okay, so you will gain the marks at the time. If not, you will lose it. Okay, so hand tip. I would like to tell you again is one. Please go to 182. Okay, not only hand to date and other as well. Please go to 182. There is a reference session 8, session 7 reference. Unit 1, you would see register. Okay, yeah, register 1. What is register 1 here? Register 1 is replace an abstract noun with person plus verb. And then register 2, replace verb plus ing. Okay, here register 3 is replace formal verbs with simple verbs and preposition or phrases. For example, to distinguish. Okay, so distinguish is a formal word. Okay, to you have to change to the simple verb to tell the difference between and like that. Okay, is there any question till now? Is there any question till now?
No, no, Chef.
Yeah, okay, not yet, very clear. Because the question is not missing up, right? Because the question is not missing up. Okay, this title and this question. That's it, very clear, Chef. Okay, so what's your homework? Who want to do a volunteer for writing down the homework? Who should I ask today?
So what are the homework?
Okay, Minta, yes. You ask homework and then please note down for your friends as well. Okay? Type.
I want to know what are the homeworks I will ask.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, please type in the group chat. Today is 16, right? 16/11/2021 and homework, right? You have to write a lesson, page number 60, question number 1. Okay, a lesson, page number 60, question 1. The question is write a letter to a friend telling him or her about the happiest moment in your life. You got it?
Should I repeat that again, please? Page
Yes.
number 60 question.
Page number 60, question 1. Okay. Okay, so if you don't have any more, and then I want to start page number 61, friendly letters as a descriptive narrative. Okay, this is a combination of description and narrative, right? Okay, let's start 61. I mentioned that, right?
Yes, Chef.
Yes.
A descriptive narrative. A descriptive narrative is a letter that needs to be written in a friendly register. And these are like, letters written to your friends. And also, a caution you may need to write is celebrations, a school show, a sports day, and festivals or carnivals and holidays. And as with the other friendly letters, to create interest, personalize for the readers, support each other, and do not list. It's also necessary to know. And next is basics outline. And for the introductions, it said that the reason for writing a descriptive is to pass on informations, although it's maybe interest to the readers. And it's kind of like not as exciting as the hot news in a narrative letter, and no sense of urgencies. and we have to be careful to look for hidden applications in descriptive narrative questions. And for the example, to the friends who miss a sports day you could write, it's going to be like, Dear Eden, it's a shame you missed sports days last week, but I hope you're feeling better. It is relevant with he missed a sports day because he was ill. And another one is family member who missed a family party. It is kind of like, what a pity you couldn't come to the party, but I'm glad you're enjoying your school trip too. So it is on a school trip at the same time of the party.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, this is also enough one, and also with the sufficient supports. Okay. So I'm gonna give you reading assignment. Oh, I think Jack has to explain 62.
Yes.
Okay, Jack, can you discuss page 62?
The same goes when writing to a friend who missed a school trip. Why would he miss it? School trips are fun. He must have a reason, a suitable reason to miss the trip. Having a cold won't stop him from going on a fun trip, but a broken leg may be more appropriate excuse. The starting point of the body of this letter is considered the essential features which go together to make the occasions, and without which there would be no occasion. These will usually include people, the most important, the essential part of the party or festival. We can't do party or festivals without people. And atmosphere. People usually find an event more attractive if there is food, drink, music, and so on. And this creates the atmosphere and the weather. This is also an important factor for an outdoor event, and it can add to the atmosphere. And individual incidents, there will be a number of small incidents which seem an important, but which probably add to the atmosphere and help you remember the occasions later. The inclusions of these small incidents help make this letter different from a narrative letter. At the same time, you need to remember and apply the feature of friendly letter writing, so like creating interest, personalizing, creating sport, and avoid listing. The conclusions of a descriptive narrative letter. The conclusion of a descriptive narrative letter should be quite short, probably 2 or 3 lines, and if possible, you should return to the point which began the letter.
Yeah. Okay. So I just want to remind you one thing is that Jackie's already discussed that when you write the body of a letter, you have to consider the essential feature of the occasion, right? And because you are going to you're discussing about the sports day. If you are going to discuss about the sports day, there would be the people, and you need to mention about the atmosphere and how about weather, and then you need to tell the individual incident, but that should be just only a minor incident, right? Because if it is major incident, the title would change to another title. Okay, it will be off topic. That's why if you want to discuss about the incidents, it should be just only minor incident, right? Yeah, that's it. I want to give you reading assignment from page number 63 to 76. Mintan, can you type it down?
Sure. I have to present the page number 63.
63, do you wanna?
Yeah, I have already noted down.
Okay, good job. Yes.
Putting it all together, one. The given topic is write to a relative who missed their family celebration, telling them all about it. So people describe only one or two people and they how they dress, how they act, and their personalities in an interesting way. And don't forget to write down supporting sentences as well. Make sure the reader can pick out their characteristics and personalities. For example, I was coached by Uncle Khan, who started giving me the usual advice about what I should study at university, and then spent half an hour telling me the same old stories we've heard so many times about his student days. That paragraph shows a lot about Uncle Khan's personalities, and unlike that, the another sentence tells about Uncle Jim. Uncle Jim was there, and so were Grandma and Granddad, Auntie Susan, Nina, and the twins. The writer wrote it down with good grammar, but that is so boring, and they wrote it down in an interesting way. No supporting sentences, no time sequences phrases.
Yes.
So the examiner will take that as a bad sentence with basic vocabs. So when the in the final exam, when the examiner told you to write down about a person in your family, you have no time to invent the corridor very quickly in the exam. So like practice it at your home, and do it. Practice it at your home, and you will be very used to it later. And about clothing, like someone who wears clothes that are too tight, too tight, clothes that are loose and shapeless, and sleeves that are too long. Like for example, someone who wears clothes that do not go together. Like Anga Jin wore an orange shirt with a red tie, brown shoes with blue trouser, one green and one brown sock. So like Uncle Jim might be a person who has no sense of color coordination when it comes to clothes, or maybe he wore it to seem funny. Who knows, right? So that is end of my presentation.
Okay. Yeah. So here you put it all together. The question is write to a relative who missed a family celebration, telling him or her about it, right? If you are describing about the people, you have to avoid listing and the next one is a personalized scene, right? And there is the example, I was coughed by blah blah. And here you have to be careful is that avoid listing. Okay, there is a Uncle Jim was there, and so were grandmother, granddad, and Suzanne, Nina, and the twins. Right, this is listing. You have to avoid listing, and if you want to mention about your uncle, you can use the clothing style, but you have to choose appropriate one. Right, that's it. Am I right? Okay. Yeah, so now you have to take your homework at page number 64 to 76. Okay, 64 to 76. As reading assignment, right? You don't need to read all the pages only just at one time, right? So maybe you read one day one page and then read the next page another day, like that, right? Divide your task. Okay, try not to be a burden. Is that fine? Okay, thank you. So what I want you to do right now is, okay, please take.
So page 64 to page
76.
Okay.
And 6. Yeah.
Okay. 12 pages.
Sorry?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's why I ask you to read one after another. Maybe you read 2 pages one day and then another 2 pages. Yeah. Divide the task. Oh my gosh, Elena said. I see.
oh my, did you hear that? How did you hear that? I muted.
I can read your mouth.
Oh.
Okay. Yes. Okay, now what I want you to do is please draw a picture. Draw a picture you want. Please draw quickly.
Check. Oh. Check. Can you do me again? What to do?
Draw a picture. Draw a picture you want.
Okay.
Yes.
Draw what? You muted.
Now I have got the sensor. Okay, muted. You have to draw a picture you want.
Anything?
Anything. Have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. And then take a photo. Take a screenshot. A photo or take a screenshot. Okay. And then please send it on the Vivers group. The group, okay, not in privacy.
My drone is very terrible and it looks so scary.
It doesn't matter, no problem. It doesn't matter.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's see. Have you sent it? Let me see. I haven't received any. Oh, oh, wait here. With the mountains and the lane. Okay. No, no. No, no, she wanna go somewhere or fishing. And shoot it. And shoot said that. And two, what is it? One or what? Or when? Okay. Yes.
You know, my drone needs a therapist.
No problem, no problem. You can describe as you want.
Yeah, that picture really describes me very well.
I have got only just four. Alenga, Wawete, Nuno, and Hantutik. How about others? Stay drawing. Okay, Shana and Stan, I think. Let's see Shana's one. Let's see. Ah.
Isn't that Shinda? That
Yeah,
really
that
looks
that
like
that
him.
that is Shantan's one. Like him, right?
Yeah, it very much looks like him.
Like him. He imagined about himself and then he drew it.
Me and the Hello Kitty.
Yeah, I drew a Hello Kitty. I don't
Hello
know how
Kitty.
to draw, so I just draw like that.
Yep. Okay. So how about the Zuzu? Are you daydreaming or still drawing?
Hello Kitty by Shinta, of course.
Mindan's one. Let's see. Oh my god. I have seen such kind of photo. I have seen it. Where is it? Like maybe like a brother and sister one. A brother and sister one. Am I right?
Whoa!
Minda, what happened?
Shit.
That one.
Angry drawing is so. My God, that's so lit.
I did the typing.
That's so lit.
Yeah, that's so what? Wonderful.
So impressive.
Impressive. Wonderful. Ah, you see that?
I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
For Miss
Then I think Tindana is going to be a fashion designer. Oh my God, Andrew. Yeah, what is it?
I saw good drawing.
Oh. Because Andrew has got one feeling, and Andrew has got a feeling that he ordered a guitar to, I think, in abroad, right? Only just that guitar is only just on shipping, like it doesn't he hasn't received that one. That's why Andrew has got a feeling for his guitar, right? Andrew, am I right?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. Who's left? Suzu, where are you?
Sure. Is the gator still shipping or is it arrived?
Yeah, sorry.
Andrew's guitars, I think, is it still shipping or it already arrived?
I'm not
It's not.
sure yet.
It's not a guitar. It's just a guitar pick, so it's not a big deal.
Oh yeah, Ike. Oh my God, with the apple tree. Apple tree, yes. Thank you. Who's left? Oh, we need Suzu, right? Hello, Suzu. Where are you? Yeah, Aaron. Yeah. And then there is Adam and Eve, right? Just we need Adam and Eve. Hello, Zuzu, are you there?
Wait a minute, teacher.
Oh, okay. I just want to hear your voice, your sweet voice, okay? Too silent, that's why. You're too silent, and I'm worried that, okay, Zuzu, are you there or not? I'm not sure. Okay. While we are waiting for Zuzu, what do you do? Oh, yes, Zuzu's picture is here. Let's see. Wow.
What I consider with
Coincident with Andrew. Yeah. Because you two friends are music lover, right?
sorry, I was just teasing them.
Okay. Yeah, so what I want you to do, okay, what I want you to do is please look at those pictures and you have to create an event or a story. Okay, look at those picture, all of you, including your friend's picture and the one you want. Okay, so there are some of your friend's picture and your ones, right? Please choose 3 pictures, right? Choose 3 pictures and then you have to create an event or a story, right? Do you
How
know?
many sentences do we have
Yes,
to?
maybe about 10, maybe
Can
about.
you put each picture? Isn't that
No. I mean, all together. You can use
uh,
picture in your story. You can use
oh, that
picture in
Oh,
your
so each
story.
of us have to make a story using these all photos.
Yes, of course. Not all
only
for
3 people.
only 3 pictures, Andre.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it right now.
Teacher, can you repeat it again, please?
Okay, look at your friend's picture and your ones, right? And choose 3 picture you want, and after that, create a story. Okay, a story or an event. အဖြစ်အပျက်တစ်ခုခုသို့မဟုတ်ပုံမြင်တစ်ပုဒ်လောက်ပုံမြင်လေးပေါ့စာကြောင်းအနည်းဆုံး10ကြောင်းလောက်ဆိုရင်ရပါပြီ10ကြောင်းလောက်ရှိတဲ့ပုံမြင်လေးတစ်ပုဒ်လောက်ဖန်တီးကြည့်အောင်
Do we have to write down or just by?
You don't need to write down, only just you can think about it and then you can note it down, and after that you have to talk to your friends. I would choose. Okay.
Yeah, I have done my story.
Okay, good job. So how about others? Hello? Are you all still thinking about it? Time is up.
Sure, I'm done, but my story is a bit weird.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Teacher.
Okay, good job. How about Zuzu and Drew? Shanta? No.
Please wait for a moment, teacher.
Okay, yes, take it easy. Do you want to take as homework?
It will be better, teacher.
Ah, okay. I realized that because there is a proverb, a hungry one is an angry one, right? That's why I'm afraid of that. Andrea, am I right?
Yes.
There is a proverb, right? There is a proverb. A hungry one is an angry one, right?
Well, but I have done my story.
Okay, good job. Yeah.
I got my homework. That's good.
Yeah, okay. Because you can how should I say, you can think more about it. Maybe if you don't want, no problem. Yes.
Sure, teacher.
Yeah, take like a homework. And actually this is not a homework, but only just you can think about it yourself again, right? Okay. Yes.
Sure, I'm done.
Teacher, let me make sure again. Is it like, do we have to write in like a narrative letter?
You don't need to write, only just you have to think about it. I want you to practice your speaking skill. That's it. Okay?
So we don't have to wait, so we have to present about our story.
You have to do present. Okay, you have to present next week.
Ooh, okay.
Yep. Okay. Because some of your friends is just still thinking and just still writing. That's why. Okay, we should give a time for them, right? Okay, if you're done, no problem. This is not for if you're done, so you also done, right? So maybe, but before we meet, please check your notes and then practice. Okay, practice about it. Am I right?
So I don't have to send it in the Viber group.
Now you don't need to send it. Just only keep in your notebook, right? So next week, before we start the lessons, we would start with listening to the story. Okay. Yes. Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye-bye, Chair.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Chair.
Bye bye. Have fun in your holidays.